Alright, everybody. It's time to brace ourselves for the final session of Bomberman 64. And we're going to do things a slight bit differently this time around. First of all, let me actually turn this down a bit so I can actually hear myself think.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was a little loud.
Sorry for breaking the immersion a bit.
Oh, good.
But anyway, we're going to be splitting this session into two separate recordings because, no joke, Black Fortress, right by itself, is kind of a pain to go through, especially if you want to go for all those gold cards. And I cannot promise in good faith that I'll be doing it during... I can't promise in good faith I'll be doing it live.
Okay, well, let's see how things go.
Yep, so let's start with the first stage, which will show us the... it'll pretty much prove to us what our parents have been teaching us this whole time. That jaywalking is bad.
Go for broke.
Don't walk across the street because it's rush hour!
Oh, I see we're playing Frogman.
There it is.
I thought it was Frogger.
And
Froggerman.
And the rest.
You know, imagine how much more freeform, the original PS1 Frogger would have been if he actually did control anything like Bomberman does here.
That?
Or, you know what? I'll do you one better. If the camera was as far away from him as it is from Bomberman here.
True. I mean,
that could turn. Same with like putting Pac-Man into a first-person perspective. I feel like doing that to Frogger could turn into a horror game if you have such limited eyesight of the street.
Right?
Well, of course.
So one thing to keep watch out for while you're going through the first level of Black Fortress is that there's this target reticle that'll aim straight for Bomberman, and if it's able to lock on like that, they'll start shooting.
Yep. So you have turrets everywhere. Okay.
Yep.
Wait, the cars will start shooting at you?
So just constantly be moving. If you ever need to stop immediately, just never stop moving.
Don't stop moving for nobody. Oh jeez, I don't want to be here. 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 I don't want to be here.
Oh,
Careful there.
That was
way too
close.
close.
Is there any way for our bombs to reach up to the turret?
Nope.
I tried. No.
Aw.
Oh, this is risky.
They're literally just out of reach, so that they will be a consistent pain in the neck.
Oh, there it is.
Underground.
Well, that helped.
Does Bomberman even have a neck?
I mean, it's gotta be his head's gotta be attached to something.
I'd say he has about as much of a neck as Sonic does.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Sonic has a neck.
So we wanted to take this particular route because inside this here signpost should be our first gold card.
Nice.
It's a card and it's gold.
Cute, good. I like what I'm seeing. Good show out there, boys. That reminds me, I'm bummed because that one, I keep forgetting what its name is, but that one Pixar is that series made for Disney Plus following the baseball team. The fact that got delayed till next year now.
Aw.
Well, I mean, look on the bright side. It could have been outright canceled.
That's true.
What is this about, a baseball team? Pixar?
There was this. It was supposed to be this series made for Disney Plus. I should just look up the name of it. It's called Win or Lose, and it's going to be made for Disney Plus. And the premise looks pretty fun.
It's just a baseball game, but with Pixar characters?
I think what we're wondering is, what is the premise slogan?
Oh, okay. The premise is that it's just a baseball team super nervous for their big game. It's like the last game of the season. So the premise of the show is that every episode will just be following another player on the team as they're psyching themselves out, or their imagination running wild as they're getting ready for this game. But the game itself probably won't be until the actual finale, or maybe it'll just be in preparation for it. It's just following the pitcher, the batter, the outfield, the coach, a child's mom, getting all excited for the game. It's just everything leading up to this game and everything running through their heads. That's the premise.
So it's Paranoia Agent, the Pixar movie.
Yeah, except for the batter. I don't think the batter is bad. I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink.
No, he's not.
Copy.
Okay.
He's not inherently bad. It's just that everybody else is just kind of crazy.
Not for nothing, I'm sure it'll be a perfectly fine series, in spite of Disney nowadays not wanting their products to be fine. The way Logan described it, it sounds like it might as well just be another Pixar movie as opposed to a series.
No!
At least you had the heart.
Thank God I had a heart. And I got a gold card.
Huh.
Why are you carrying it around?
To show it off.
For safety's sake.
That too.
Check out my cool new gold card.
Fun fact, the other gold card is in the other tunnel.
Oh,
Oh.
Right, I still have to backtrack, so... Yeah, thanks, game.
I was gonna say not backtrack too much, because you can just cross over the overhead here and then just go here.
oi!
Is it possible to land on and right the passing cars if you, like, fall on top of
No,
them?
I honestly... I wish you could, but no, they're not that generous.
Wow.
Wait, you never played Holland Tunnel Surfers?
I think the fact that it's like the tunnels may not be too tall enough to where a person could stand on them.
Right.
I mean, Bomberman's not a kid, he's a robot.
I mean, he's technically a robot that's designed to look kind of like a kid.
Yeah, like Mega Man.
He's a bad little boy.
I mean, in anime, he does seem to be like a little kid.
Yeah. Like Jetter's, like the main white bomber of that game is technically a kid.
I mean, if you want to talk about the anime, then I'd expect him to be more of like the box standard shonen protagonist. So like
I mean,
relatively young.
I'll be real with you, Iki. Like I know so little about Jetters aside from like it's like a very basic premise of it, and it's like I'm definitely overdue to actually give the show a watch myself and see what all the hubbub was about back in the day.
Oh, be prepared.
Which is why I said I assume, but
I mean, I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, that's all I can just say is be prepared.
Yeah.
I only have is like vague memories of the GameCube game.
And how the only thing I definitely remember playing the GameCube game a fair bit, and then I learned later on how much the English localization kind of bastardized it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Mostly in the writing department, yeah.
Are we talking like 4Kids level ruining?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Kinda.
Like,
It's one of those things where some characters kind of acted out of character.
Okay.
when some characters acted out of character when they are characters. What?
Nani?
Well, let's put it to you this way, Iki. There's a character whose namesake is literally shouting.
Shouting?
Oh, shout.
Yeah.
His character name is Shout?
Yes.
Her name.
Oh, her name.
Yeah. And from what I remember in the English dub, she doesn't do a lick of it. In fact, she's honestly nicer in the English localization than she is in the original.
So,
You know what? Just to avoid boring you guys to tears, I'm just gonna go for the enemy card later.
sounds good.
Okay.
Probably help out with the bomb in the red one here.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming Black City is 4 stages long as usual.
Yep, 4 stages as usual. Second levels 2 and 4 are still boss levels, and they're probably some of the nastier bosses in the game. Which makes sense, considering if you're not going for all the gold cards, this is technically the final stretch.
Yeah.
Are any of the levels notably longer than normal?
I mean, actually, now that I got the remote bomb and red bomb, I mean, Becca, do you want me to go ahead and go back and try to get gun for the enemy card?
I would say so, because it's like, you got the red bomb, which you don't really need to pump it up, and you can just, you got the remote bomb to just pop the enemies in the air.
That's a fair point. And given how generous this game is with respawning enemies, that should mean it should take no time flat.
Yeah, case in point, there's an enemy that just spawned right at the exit.
Also, isn't that a nice little gotcha ball over there? Well, I'm not stupid enough to go grab it.
Yeah, leave that to me.
Who needs a Pokeball?
That right there was probably the dumbest thing I ever did in my life, and there's more to come.
That's about as stupid as me raising taxes. Allow me to be the first one to say, ouch.
Yeah, speaking of ouch,
And
you're good.
I also hate the the airborne truck that one in particular. I need that heart. Get it back.
Yeah,
I need that so much.
Remember, if you go too long without a heart, you'll fall asleep.
because yeah, those enemies have instant kills.
They do.
Yeah, like the mech plane that constantly dives. If he pierces Bomberman, that's pretty much
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh,
no,
wow.
no, honey.
Oh god!
Oh shit.
Well,
And
if we can find another UFO, you...
I mean, come to think of it, doesn't every enemy attack technically count as one hit kill in this game?
well, at least with I want to say since he has a heart, he still has multiple hits.
Well, yeah, but that's only because he has the heart. But without it, then
Well, yeah, but
much
it's like
fucking
even with
screwed.
the heart, he can still get impaled by the mech jet there.
impaled by a jet.
Yeah, because every time it dives, it puts those spikes on it to the front,
Oh,
and it can skewer Bomberman.
scary.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I mean, honestly, it's funny thinking about it because, like, assuming we're not counting the special area in the game, like, this is again, makes sense considering this is technically the final area. It's nuts. Utterly fucking nuts.
And I returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Logan.
hello.
Careful.
Ooh!
Whoa!
Ah, fuck. What's that? Careful?
Just get the light. Oh, just get the heart.
What's that? Playing traffic? You got it.
Ooh. Where's the ramps?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, just...
I assume any of these cars hitting you is an insta kill.
I want to say
You
yes.
assume you don't already have the heart? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're getting hit by a car. I doubt even a hurt will protect you at that point.
Actually, I think he was hit with a car earlier, so, yeah. I think as long as he has a heart, he's got the invulnerability.
Okay. So our main goal is just trying to get to the center of this huge, like, techno metropolis place
Techno-terminal.
complex.
Mm-hmm. Or more so the tippy top of it.
Okay. Because that'll be where what's his face is. Oh, jeez.
Altair.
Baron Praxis?
Altair. Yeah. I assume it's Altair because that's the name of the dude from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
See, I was guessing Mr. Krabs because Jack 2 has a similar setup in terms of, like, progression.
Really?
Well, you fight Baron Praxis at the top of a tall tower in the middle of the city. So
Yeah, and then you fight him in the middle of the ruins in Act 2.
If I'm on top of crusty towers,
Yes.
Yes.
Are you stoked about the PC port of that, Icky?
You support what now?
So, are you aware of this modding scene? Not modding scene. The game development scene called Open Goal.
No.
So, Goal, I believe, is the name
Oh,
of the
is it
language.
GL?
No, it's like GOL, not GOAL, not Gol and Maya, like from the first game though. So Gold is the name of this engine. I think it's like, let me look it up. But basically, while I'm looking this up,
basically, you know how some people were able to make a air quotes PC port of Mario 64?
game oriented assembly list. That was okay. It was a programming language made for it. Someone a while back reverse engineered. Someone a while back reverse engineered Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy to make it a PC port. Those same people, since it is made on the same engine, those same people have successfully made it for. Have successfully made for Jak 2.
From now on, Altair's troopers will try even harder to defeat you.
Oh.
You'll encounter enemies with projectile weapons, so be sure to use the bomb kick to defeat them from a distance.
He's not kidding.
A little late to the punchline on that one.
Do you know the trick here?
I want to say I do, but better safe than sorry.
What's the trick?
All the trick is a stand past the tail of the emblem.
Oh. And they can never get close to you?
Well, that and these blue orbs won't be able to touch you.
But really, you won't even have to move?
Nope.
Now, Logan, you said that they reverse engineered Jak 1 and now they reverse engineered Jak 2.
Yes.
Do they make Jak 2 actually play as a good game?
I mean, there's some nice quality of life features, but
Such as?
I mean, it's still gonna be Kitty's first Grand Theft Auto. You and I know
Come
this.
on, what are their quality of life features?
I'll look it up.
Like, I imagine, like, their biggest focus, first and foremost, is to actually make sure the game in its entirety can be played on PC. I'm sure afterwards is when they're going to start implementing, like, some mods onto it.
Right, like it's currently in the beta stage right now.
Right. So far, what they have completed on the edition is that it is fully beatable, but there's still some bugs they want to fix. You got this, James. I believe in you.
You mean like the metalheads?
even as a young little kiddo, I fucking hated this part.
What is this?
You'll find out in a second.
Is that that Kirby boss?
So, in an interesting twist, we fight the boss first, as opposed to the quote-unquote bomber boss.
High-tech harvester.
And this guy means utter business. Like, like right here!
Oh,
Freaking
Christ.
homing missiles.
So you need to immediately use your missiles to defuse them. Oh my lord.
I don't like this.
Oh,
Oh god,
And
big ball!
a black hole.
oh, it's on a black hole.
What is that? Oh hey.
A gold card.
It's a gravity. It's like a gravity orb that pretty much slows down your movement.
Gotcha. Oh.
Definitely come here with hearts and plenty of bombs and fire, otherwise you're going to have a miserable time with this fight.
Duly noted.
Sounds about right.
Especially Gold Hearton.
Ooh. So where are the other gold cards that we can get? Is like just blowing up his arms?
Well, that's 2 of them.
His cannons, I think his map is like the top of it as well.
There's one.
I mean, you already blew up the gravity well, so that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, the gravity ball, so technically counts.
There, he flew right into that one. That was nice. Now we just need to get the thing on top of his head.
Yep.
Ah!
Wow.
But the problem
At least that doesn't Yeah.
is, unless he's doing the missiles, he's constantly on the move.
Yeah. Ah, well.
I mean, not the worst attempt in the world. I mean, I managed to actually beat him.
4 out of 5 is not bad.
But yeah, no, wasn't it? I forget. Wasn't the last one like the very top of his head?
Yeah, it's that little green glass.
Duly noted.
I mean, screw it. Do we want to try one more time?
Why not? I mean, that was handily. It's going to be the gravity bomb. Then that's going to be the trickiest part to lure out.
Not really.
I'd say I'd say before we worry about the gravity bomb thing, let's try and get first thing first. Try to get the thing on its head.
Okay.
Easier said than done.
Fair.
I mean, look how small that thing is.
And plus,
Oh,
Think of the gravity orb.
there's one.
honestly, I think you damaged it a bit.
There. So now go for it. Ah, that should have been it. Whoa.
Ah, man.
I'm not gonna lie, the types of attack that actively hurt Bomberman versus the ones that just kind of stun him for a moment seem kind of inconsistent to me.
A little.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it doesn't really help either. Like you try to get too close to this thing like literally just zooms out of the way.
Or, just rams over you.
That's one.
At least it doesn't really hurt Bomberman when that happens.
No, but that's what I'm trying to get at.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but at the same time, I kind of appreciate that about the game. Is that it kind of follows that rule of enemy design where most times than not, it's the attack itself that'll hurt Bomberman as opposed to their body.
Oh, so touch damage isn't a thing.
Right.
More or less.
Right, because it'd be like if in multiplayer, if I could kill Chains just by running into him. No, it's got to be the bomb of the Bomberman.
Oh yeah, and on top of that, this guy's time limit is very strict.
Yeah.
You already got the time limit cards.
Well, here's the thing, Icky. If we want to get all 5 of them, we have to make sure we get the 4 off the boss and then the time limit.
Right.
Oh.
So we just
So
need
it's
to get
like
on
that.
top of his head. Come on, fire missiles, fire missiles. Oh. There's the missiles.
I mean, yeah, no, at this point, I think I'm already busted.
Well, let's just see if we can show off game the hit on it.
I don't like that design at all.
Of
Yeah,
the, of the ship.
I've already passed the target time.
Dang.
Oh well, I'll just finish him off and then call it. Like at that point, you've already seen the rest of the. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there.
Oh,
So it
the
wasn't the green thing; it was just
nose.
its nose.
No, my nose.
No,
Got
I
your
gotta breathe
nose.
through my mouth.
I killed him when I got that card, so I didn't know it was at that point.
Now he's a Voldemort bot.
Dang, that's a lot easier than I thought. But I mean, okay, how about this? Again, you, the viewing audience, you see what you do. Just
Just bomb them.
Yeah, the bombs run into each other.
oh, that's actually interesting that he does actually have health bars. I've only ever been seeing one heart go at a time. I didn't know they actually had like half a heart, quarter of a heart to whittle down.
Yeah, I usually just stick with the pump bombs to take out each heart at a time. I never it's one of those things where once you know how to do that, it doesn't really matter to really go for the smaller hits.
Makes sense.
But I guess in that fight, it actually would probably be more helpful. But yeah, you've pretty much seen the process, and you did technically see me, beat the target time earlier on before. So we'll just leave it at that and move
It's
on.
a pass.
Now then, time for the longest level in the game, Trap Tower.
How long are we talking it?
Long.
Hold on, before you hit that switch. There's a little pathway to the right.
The passages inside Altair's castle are controlled by electronic switches. Turn the switch on to open the passage door. This will also activate the traps, so be sure to proceed with caution.
Fair.
Deactivate the alarm by turning the switches off. The switches can be turned on and off just by stepping on them. You're now a stone's throw away from Altair. Be careful.
I'm ready.
Or, you know, a bomb's throw.
It's like, you're a stone's throw away. Really? Picks up a stone, throws it. Ow!
It's just
Says
literally
Altair.
clunks him in the
I didn't
head.
mean that literally, but okay.
No,
All this
it's
time I've
just
been-
kind of be like, huh, he really is a stone's throw away.
You know, all these years of advanced,
what
like,
about a bomb?
all these years of advanced sci-fi warfare, I never thought to just throw a rock at him. It's a glaring flaw in his defense mechanism.
It was a big rock.
The most primitive yet still most effective measure of taking out your enemies.
Turns out they are cavemen, and they have technology.
Yeah, I mean, heck, look at Chuck Rock.
That is true.
Something couldn't help but think of a Star Wars meme. It's like, oh hey Jedi, you can block projectiles? Well, how about I shoot you with some rocks?
Dun-dun-dun.
I'll throw a rock at him.
Does that mean he didn't shoot first? Whatever that fucking meme is?
No, he threw a rock at him first.
Here we go.
Oh boy, everyone knows the famous.
Ow.
Everyone knows the famous scene when Han says to Greedo, "I'm a chuckster," and then chucked Greedo out of Mos Eisley Cantina.
Have you ever seen that?
Oh.
That's like the first time I've seen a Mook eviscerated by the lasers.
Yeah,
Fair. Poor dude.
they just have no friendly fire.
Yeah, he was just doing his 9 to 5, man.
Altair really is an evil man. But well, I mean, now that we're getting to this part. Hi, how are you doing today?
Fine, can't complain. I had dinner not that long before we started this, and just been mostly working on Ask Mario stuff, as well as some preparations for Christmas gifts.
Fair enough. I'm curious. If we were to
Blah.
ever... Oh!
Lesson learned. Do not attempt the alarm system.
Yeah.
It is a very good alarm system. But yeah, I was like, I have a question for you, Hype. Based off of like what knowledge do you have of Bomberman? First of all, like what knowledge of Bomberman do you have, like of its lore or any of the stories and games thereof within?
Is it mean if I say I forget he had lore sometimes?
Not
It's
really.
okay. Konami forgets too.
Listen, nobody claims you hype. Even way back in his prime, Bomberman's lore was wildly inconsistent.
I mean, heck, I remember the first lore for the first game.
Oh yeah.
He was once a robot who was slaving away in a bomb factory, but then tried to escape with his mechanical life intact.
Ah.
Funny enough, would have led to the game Load Runner.
Oh.
Right, where he got to become a real boy.
What?
Huh. And then Bomberman X Zero happened.
We don't talk about that.
I mean, listen, I still think it's hilarious that game exists, just because it's literally them just bringing back the original NES Bomberman story, and then just bringing it to its logical,
Extreme.
next-gen conclusion.
But it's not so much that they started off as robots. It was like they were genetically, modified humans.
Androids. Kind of like that, yeah. So
So
I guess-
We call them
X-Zero an
cyborgs.
Actually bad game.
Hmm?
Is X-Zero an actually bad game, or is it just the aesthetic that's bad?
it's weird.
Luckily, the aesthetic.
I mean, it's kind of a mixture of two things. One, yes, the aesthetic is just wildly out of character for Bomberman, and then the gameplay itself, it's honestly traditional to a fault.
It's too normal.
Like, its gameplay structure is almost exactly like the original NES game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember seeing this like old like retrospective of all these Bomberman games, and like the guy was actually surprised by like how admittedly faithful it was to the gameplay. It just looked so weird. It's like seeing it through like a weird like futuristic filter.
So it's too true to form, therefore it sucks.
It didn't.
Essentially.
It was a remake without any quality of life improvements or anything to like kind of make it more interesting than. So it's basically just a very like advanced coat of paint that, at times with the at times with the lighting engine can actually make it hard to tell what's going on because everything has this cool, like, it's supposed to be this, like, cool, like, realistic, gritty filter, and, like, you know, it's real machinery. So it kind of has, like, the Michael Bay Transformers problem of not being able to really discern what the silhouette is even supposed to look like.
It's Bomberman for men.
Well, thank God we have a heart.
We put the
Yeah,
men
we do?
back in
No, we don't.
Oh,
Yeah, we lost one to a trap earlier.
Oh, right. Well, actually, it may be able to respawn.
Be nice. But,
Big
so anyway, so anyway, thinking all that,
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
that's mean.
can we get up to it at any time? Wait,
I
wait,
can't
oh,
reach
wait,
it.
wait, it's going to the right. Oh, come on. Now, dang. So, okay, so knowing what we know then about that, hype, if there was to
I'm actually
be...
almost done with the enemy count.
Nice. If there was to be a Bomberman show, who would you like to see behind the reins of it?
Well, when you say that, do you mean, like, you know, which studio would work on it, or do you mean,
Yeah.
like, more in-depth, like, who I would cast as which characters?
I mean, I don't know how long this level is. We may be able to dive into both questions.
All of the above.
David Lynch is the factory inspector.
So I guess, like, so starting off, like what studio do you think would handle a game or handle a show like that?
I'll say, if we want to lean into, like, the quirky aesthetics that the current Bomberman games have, I'd say Flying Bark.
Flying Bark.
Yeah.
They're the people that
This
made
one-
Rise of the TMNT.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
I could follow that, like covering all the bombers and like all of their like you know
They're all
their
wacky
adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're just gonna blow up a bridge. That's the plot of an episode. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice, come on, please. Yes. All right, now we are walking tall and pretty. Careful.
Now we're cooking with bomb. Are you serious?
What?
No!
No! I didn't know those could despawn.
Me neither.
They can.
What the fuck just happened?
I got royally fucked over by the game's design.
Oh, hey, dude. So basically, what happened, Icky, was James had killed 29 enemies, and then the 30th enemy said, "I'm not gonna lose to some bomber guy. I'm taking myself down," and walked into the lasers to kill itself and spawn the gold card because it was the 30th enemy to die technically on screen.
Oh. Oh no.
So we're gonna be very careful and
This could take a thing. Now you see, folks, why I opted to have this session be recorded on with two separate recordings.
100%. I hear you there. Also,
I mean, honestly, it's funny too, because like the next area of the game that we'll be able to unlock once you have the gold cards isn't really that long of a level, especially considering by that point I don't even need to give a crap about the gold cards anymore.
oh, so that final level does have gold cards as well still?
Yes.
It does. You don't have to get them though, because well, by that point you're already at the final area of the game, so they're just gonna go ahead and let you finish the story. The only reason you'd go after all the other gold cards is mostly for additional, like just for extras, namely additional costumes and I think if you do it on hard mode under 3 hours, that's what gives you max power.
Oh, okay.
No.
No?
Oh, it's not?
Under 3 hours on hard mode will give you the gold armor for multiplayer.
Ah.
If you get all 120 cards regardless of difficulty, that's what you'll get the full power on.
Oh, okay then.
Do you get a postcard if you collect all the postcards?
I don't think they're that mean, Icky.
Honestly, that's kind of what the cosmetics would feel like.
I mean, with the cosmetics, you get like an actual like gameplay visual.
They don't really do much. They're just there for the multiplayer, remember?
Yeah, but you still get
fair.
them. You can still use them in some capacity.
I mean, you can only really use them if you have a controller pack, which I don't.
I mean, most
gonna
emulators don't really allow for that.
Well, I mean, okay, technically this emulator I'm using does support that, but I don't know if it'll support it in such a way where I can actually utilize it for the sake of multiplayer. And I mean, goes without saying, folks, after all this is said and done, I am definitely going to stick these guys to joining me for some multiplayer shenanigans.
Fair.
But I don't think we're going to go so far as to, add on all the additional costumes and whatnot.
I mean, I assume the multiplayer in this game is just, you know, typical Bomberman affair. Actually, in that
It's
multiplayer.
typical Bomberman. It's typical Bomberman, but with the game Bomberman 64 playstyle.
Okay, so we could still pump up bombs and like throw them and stuff in that.
Yep.
Interesting.
And you could bomb jump if you really want.
I don't think that would be useful.
If you can pull it off.
I said if you really want.
The minute I see any of you do that, I'm going to sabotage you with a single bomb.
Oh.
With a single no, sabotage them by kicking the bomb out of the way.
Oh.
Just laying on their bum and then bam.
Ow! Don't I feel silly?
Not to a similar extent, but that reminds me of when we did the DK64 multiplayer. One of the maps, I was somehow able to like cheat out a victory by just staying under the water.
I remember that, and I couldn't find you.
Memories.
You just waited the timeout.
Kind of.
Essentially, yeah, it was the coin one where it's like if you have the coin by the end, you win. I took the coin from, it was either from James or Matt, one of the two, and the first thing I did was just dive under the water and hide underneath one of the platforms.
It's like, where did he go?
I didn't know where he was.
It's like, and the winner is Sea Monkeys.
Because, like, not even the homing ammo can hit you if you're, like, if the platform's blocking it.
That was good. I my gut was about to tell me, James, don't risk that third one. But you got it. You learned.
What third one? I can build one at a time.
Fair. How many enemies are we down to?
Does make me wish that this game actually did let you store up to more than one heart. But then again, that's kind of a Bomberman tradition at this point, where you can only hold up to one heart at a time, unless the game, you know, builds in such a way where you start off with so much health, whether it be like, second attack or Bomberman generation.
Right.
It sinks that it doesn't let you keep multiple.
Well, that's when they
hearts.
allowed us to have health bars.
Correct.
Good
I mean,
times.
for all intents and purposes, you're a robot. You could potentially hold on to several hearts at once, right?
You would
Eh,
think.
they're polite about it. Here we go. Nice. What is this? Aw.
So, speaking of bomb jumping,
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
In the middle of in the middle of this laser field.
Yep.
At least it
That should be-
stops. Nice enough. Nice. How many enemies have died so far, James?
Yeah, I was about to say, be mindful of that.
17. Okay. Just want to make sure we don't have another repeat of last time.
yeah,
I
counting
forget.
that
Don't we have
that
access? Don't we technically have access to save states?
Yeah, but
we do.
it's the principle of the matter. We don't want to go using them every single time.
Well, I was about to say, here's the thing, Icky. We learned this the hard way. The enemies that die by the environment do count to the counter, so we could have an instance where we overlook an enemy being killed and them spawning the card.
And then we save state, and then we lose it forever.
Or we can undo that save state, assuming the emulator in question actually supports that feature.
True.
Unless you have like several slots for save states.
I hope the timer for this level is generous.
It's not.
Oh.
If it means anything, though, again, since I'm doing the roundabout way of going through things, it's not the worst thing in the world to get the target time in this level, but you just gotta ignore everything aside from what's absolutely necessary.
Fair. You really do have to, like, not worry about the enemies, just gun it for the objectives and run.
Gotta fucking hoof it to the top.
And what's worse is that if you're gonna go for all the build cards, let's just say there's gonna be some obnoxious backtracking involved.
Backtracking in a Bomberman.
My word, I've never heard of such a thing.
You ever have that feeling you're going up an elevator to go to a certain room, but then you realize you're like 50 floors overhead?
Yeah.
It's happened once or twice, I'll admit.
And then some dickhead, like before you even get into the elevator, pressed all the buttons.
And to add insult to injury, that was the day where the elevator broke.
Yeah, because he pressed all the buttons.
I wish it was possible to see like a meter of, hey, you have max fire, because I have no idea what the scale is. Like when have we reached the max scale?
Yeah, it's like I know there's some Bomberman games that are better about than others. This one definitely is not the case, unfortunately.
Nope.
Also, I forgot where the hell I was even going.
Just kind of gotta, guesstimate how powerful you are in terms of bombing.
Maybe this way?
I think this is the right way. And goodbye, whoever you are.
That's never a
we have
good
to be careful on
sign,
hearing.
by the way.
Yeah,
Then
we
you have
need
to guess.
Alright, well, we need to be careful, because how many enemies have died so far? 24, okay. Just that we need to start, like, babysitting that, make sure that no one dies too soon.
Bring on the crazy lights! Or just turn them off. Actually, I want to say it's around here where one of the cards is.
Other way.
Other way? Okay. Other way!
I do know that there's a cosmetic cube in this room too.
That's nice.
Huh, didn't know you can actually deflect those.
And now you do.
Okay, that's 3 enemies.
Don't you feel so much smarter right now? Don't you feel the smartness gyrating through your brains?
9.
A little. Come on. There's a gold card. There's one we
One
missed.
more baddie's about to get clonked.
We gotta be careful, though, and make sure that it's one that dies by our hands. That one there. It has to be the one on the right, not the one on the left. Please don't
Make
let
sure
the
you
one
don't
die
get
on the left.
clobbered.
You.
Come on. Yes!
Got
There
it.
you go.
Now let's get out of here.
Well, now we just need to find that second gold card wherever it is.
Do we have to?
We're gonna have to go down a few floors.
Okay. But at the very least, provided we can get to a checkpoint, which I don't think there are checkpoints in this game, I would say...
States.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort
Yeah,
of. Oh, actually, perfect.
Also, I'm with Icky on this right now. Please save state.
Okay.
That way, no matter what
Like,
happens,
I
we at least
understand
are
the
like...
principle of the thing that you don't want to, but at this point, this level's been going on for how long?
A lot of
Yes.
seconds.
51,000-ish seconds.
And now that all of the like things that like how about this? I'm just happy that now we have a safe state of now all the things that were out of our control are taken care of. Now we can just focus on finding that gold card and escape. And escaping with our lives.
Figure that was worth doing at least once.
The hills are alive. That's such a great moment. So, as we approach the end of this, I want another good Bomberman game.
It'd be nice.
Isn't Super Bomberman R a good game though?
It's R2. Well, the original R I think is perfectly fine. R2, on the other hand,
More like D2.
boy, how do I explain this eloquently? It's not terrible, but it definitely feels like a downgrade. Mostly because, for one thing, the story mode is honestly stupid. Honestly, the story mode in that game is worse. And
I mean, are you really playing Bomberman for the story?
I mean, I thought the story in the first game was relatively charming, even if it was still, pretty, general Saturday morning anime sort of writing.
Yeah, it looked a lot goofier to me, at least.
Yeah, and I mean, people will say time and again how much, people will say like the game should have just looked like the fucking like the 2D cinematics and whatnot. But I digress. But yeah, no, the story mode stunk in the sequel. It also didn't help too that it primarily focused on the game's new gimmick, which involved like tower defense, which I don't think really is an eloquent fit for Bomberman.
Yeah.
On top of that, they kind of changed the way the Bomberman brothers sort of handle in that, first of all, you can only play some of the multiplayer stuff now. And secondly, their stats aren't, they're not just, carbon cut copies of just, the regular Bomberman. And, yeah, no, I just went in the full fucking loop.
Wait, I thought there were female Bombermen, though.
Yeah, they're the Bomberman brothers and the two sisters.
Oh. Is there a Bomberman dog?
No.
Thankfully.
I mean, honestly, it's funny because I remember after the first game's like bonus chapter, like they did keep a Balam for a pet.
The Uno?
A balloon creature.
Oh.
I know it's two.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I know it's two entirely different companies, so it wouldn't really work logistically. But there is a part of me, whoop! There is a part of me, whoop! There is a part of me that was, like, contemplating how, like, the Bomberman franchise would work along something like Dig Dug.
I mean, I could see it fitting fine enough. Like, assuming they were willing to collaborate. Yeah, I mean, it probably would have made more sense if they collaborated back in, like, the mid-2000s when they were really, like, really, running the show.
Mm-hmm. Although I guess that is, like, something I could ask you guys. Like, if you did have to make, like, say, for hypothetics, Konami decide to stop being Konami and give us, like, a fresh new Bomberman game that actually does try to do something to shake up the formula a bit. Well, shake it up in a good way as opposed to what R2 did. What would you guys think would be a good way to, like, expand upon, like, Bomberman gameplay? Like, if you had to come up with, like, a new way to freshen things up?
Battle Royale.
Well, you know what? Here's what I say to that. I think they should remake this game and add in the Bomberman brothers as playable heroes.
Or, just making another Fortnite.
Fuck that. No, I'm not even kidding though. Like either. I think this game deserves a remake, especially in the Bomberman R style.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said a Battle Royale.
I think you're making...
We're remaking the Bomberman in the Super Bomberman R style. Like, imagine that.
Well, I was just more so thinking, like, I'm sure Iki meant something entirely different, but when he said make it into a Fortnite again, I'm just thinking, you know what, the idea of a Bomberman 99 isn't exactly the worst thing.
Well, that's why I said a Bomberman Battle Royale game.
That could be fun.
Actually, they did have that.
They do?
I was about to say, that did happen. It's called Super Bomberman R Online.
Actually, it was also ported into R2.
That's
Oh.
right.
Yep, under a rotation system, which means if you wanted to play it at in an exact moment in time, the game wouldn't give you that luxury.
Also,
Oh,
the gold
right.
card is up that red path.
I love it when game options are out of the player's control.
Yep, I love it when you buy a game and you come to find out you don't actually own it.
Technically you do own it. It's just, again, it's an online infrastructure that just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It's all to extort money out of young players.
It's not. Listen, okay. There's some miscommunication here.
Go for it.
Technically, it's not even. You're technically not even paying for it. You're technically not paying for the online stuff.
Okay.
It's like, how should I put this? Like, you play through the game's online mode. You want to
Yes.
play. You want to play an online game with random strangers or whatever. Heck, maybe with your friends.
Right.
The game will have the only available option is that pretty much the game will let you play whatever they feel like they want you to play, whether it be the classic mode, the castle mode, or the battle royale 64 stuff that they did with online.
I'm understanding now.
If it's not available at that point in time, then tough shit. You're gonna have to wait for the next rotation and hope that's what they get.
It's like Splatoon, but if they completely locked you to whatever game modes you have.
Exactly.
I was literally about to say, wow, that sounds a lot like how Splatoon's taking.
Isn't that what ranked is?
I guess rank does do something similar, yeah. Careful. Wait. Patience. Okay.
Yeah, no, this part stinks.
I was going to
Yeah,
also
wait
say
for the
this,
green tile.
since the gold card's already in this room, since you're past the door, you don't really need to worry about stepping on those red plates.
Oh yeah, you just run it.
I guess I could, but what if I wanted to backtrack?
I mean, there's that, but then you can also see something silly if you step on that panel in the top right.
Okay.
So
You know what? I'll do just that. I'll show you guys exactly why you should probably not do this.
step.
You go through. You press on the switch, and you warp right back here.
What?
What?
Ow!
So we fall all the way back down.
The question mark was.
We're at the very beginning of the stage?
Yep, you're back at the very beginning of the level.
Holy shit!
Like you still got your gold card and everything.
But every trap and every switch is undone, and you literally have just started the level a second time.
Ugh!
Yeah.
It's not that bad if you knew the route.
It's a beginner's trap.
So that's so obnoxious!
Ain't it though?
As if this isn't obnoxious as is.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, the stage is already fucking... It's already driving me to tired, but
To tired.
Bomb kick.
ugh. I hate it. I don't like this anymore. I want to go home.
And okay, we made it.
No, you're good.
Oh, I hope that's far
Okay.
enough away. Hug that left corner. Ooh.
Bye-bye, heart.
Well,
Oh well.
Well, you got the card at least.
But was it worth
This
it?
is the point where that warp would really come in handy if you want another heart.
I don't
And
know.
redo the entire
Couldn't you
stage
hit that
again?
switch there to make it go in reverse already?
No. That switch takes you into that's the switch that takes you to the beginner's trap.
You know what?
Oh.
I'm bored already.
Huh.
We'll just go the extra 9 yards.
Okay. Running time.
Where's the fast forward button?
Change the channel.
Ouch.
You know what? When you put it like that puzzle's kind of a non-devil damn issue, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
if you're willing to put up with this, sure.
You just gotta do everything again from the beginning, but it's also a matter of, like, you still got all the gold cards, you're more or less set. But say goodbye to that target time.
Right, but just...
Who needs Target? They got rid of the Pizza Hut.
Wait, Targets and Pizza Hut used to partner together?
Yeah, I was about to say, I've never seen a
Well,
Target
no,
with a
like,
Pizza
have you
Hut.
ever been inside a Target where, like, they have, like, that, the little snack bar with, like, the popcorn machine and everything?
Well, usually they have one like that, but usually it's partnered with a Starbucks for me.
Yeah, for me it's a Subway.
Well, it's either a Starbucks, Pizza Hut, or both.
I would love to go to a Walmart or Target that had a Pizza Hut in it. You kidding me?
That'd be
Well,
nice.
at the same time, it's also Pizza Hut Express, so the menu is limited, so...
Well, I mean, Pizza Hut's Pizza Hut.
I'd rather have a target oops.
Whoop, whoop.
Well, that just happened.
You okay? Is everyone not dead?
I don't see no cards.
I didn't hear no bell. Just
Okay, never mind.
gets gloves out.
Yeah, unless we
Save state.
have to hit the continue button, we keep our cards, thankfully.
Okay.
Okay.
And I mean, we're doing A-ish, okay-ish online, so I mean, so long as I don't do another dunderheaded stunt like that, I should be good.
That is my new favorite. That is my new favorite word, by
right.
the way.
Like
A-ish,
Dunderhead?
okay-ish. No, A-ish, okay-ish.
Whoa.
Like that.
Okay then.
Please don't game over.
Oh,
Okay.
Bomberman want out!
More like Bomber Key.
Oh, poor Iki. He's not gonna survive the final boss.
I'm not.
Oh, no, he's not.
Okay, you know what? I guess while we're still on this grind, because I don't think they got a chance to answer my question, Mecha
sure.
Logan, how would you guys, like, if you had the opportunity to reinvigorate Bomberman for a new game, what method would you guys do? Like, anything new you would implement?
There's this that's nice.
I mean, it would certainly be interesting to see the Carrot Bombs again.
I mean, yeah, I won't deny that. Well, even though the reasoning for their existence is pretty fucking blatant.
Carrot bombs?
Carrot Bombs, they're essentially special creatures that can help Bomberman with unique abilities.
It was literally Hudson Soft catching in on the Pokemon craze and turning it into a whole gameplay gimmick that Bomberman ran with for a few years.
Well, I mean, evolving monsters in general.
Was that what led to the whole kangaroo racing and stuff?
No, that's completely separate.
There was a racing game for Bomberman?
Louie's been there since, like, a first Bomberman.
Oh, okay.
No, not first Bomberman, I meant, like, the
There were kangaroos?
Super Bomberman on the Super Nintendo.
No, I think he's... from what I remember, Louis was originally a thing conceived for Bomberman 94 on TurboGrafx. Otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
or you know what? Those for us that live in the West, Mega Bomberman on the Genesis.
Is that the one with Charlie Adler cursing up a storm?
No,
No,
that's
that's
Atomic
Bomberman.
Bomberman. Jinx.
We will remember it forever because it is Atomic Bomberman.
It was both Charlie Adler and Billy West just going to town saying the most
Profane.
immaturely hilarious things.
The raunchiest fucking shit.
I really do wonder if, like, if that was just them just riffing, like, we have no idea what's going on, or if anyone told them what the rating was, or if that is just, like, a rare glimpse into the mind of, like, we don't give a crap, let's just do wild things.
I think whoever was initially designing the Atomic Bomberman just had something
Bump kick.
completely separate.
I think something snapped.
They had something completely different in mind with Atomic Bomberman, but then Hudson Saw said, I don't know if we want our, kid-friendly brand to be associated with your potty mouth language, so would you tone that down, please?
Ha.
No!
Cowards.
We do not think that Bomberman should say talk to the fist because the face is pissed.
I love that little phrase.
Well, think of it this way, Mr. Smart Sensor Man. Bomberman don't got a mouth, so he can't possibly talk.
You've done it, James.
Holy moly!
At the cusp of 100K.
Yep.
Well, what do you know?
Well past the threshold. But hey, look at this way, I got everything else.
Well, and you can speedrun this later. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh
Yeah,
boy!
because we're likely going to be here for another 10 minutes taking out the final boss.
Oh goody!
All right, Altair, we've cornered you.
Or have we cornered you?
Hello?
You've messed with the wrong town, Altair.
It's just you and me and that masked thingy that blew up the bridge.
That
Can I get one of those?
disintegrated.
Is it just me, or is he a jet fighter?
That's the thing.
Oh.
There you are. Yes, I want to fight you.
I want to fight you because because I don't want you sucking on my planet no more.
Ooh.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Yikes!
So he gets an assist from that thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Funnily
just-
enough, taking out the first phase of Altair, you can literally hit him or his little floating mask there, and that will count as damage.
Nice.
Wait, that's
Whoa.
a mask? I thought that was
Jeez.
I thought that was supposed to be a little jet fighter.
Nice.
And just like that, we're already in the second phase.
What did he say?
Playtime is
Right
over.
time is over.
Oh, he's Australian.
Yeah.
No, I think or some sort of like English sort of thing. Anyway, he will mesh now with his mask to become Super Altair.
Oh my god, Bombermen have the power of super adapters.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Now the fight gets hard.
I was gonna say, Super Sentai, really.
Really? You just bopped him.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, but now he has disappearing powers.
Oh.
Yeah, he just kind
Oh.
of teleported out of the way.
But
of
then
that
he
bomb.
reappears right where he came from. So he could just literally just say, he literally could just look at your bomb and say, nuh-uh.
Not today.
Yeah, no, bitch, I'm getting out of the way.
No,
That's
he can
lame.
also move around the field once he teleports.
Oh, that's fair. So, oh, jeez.
Oh,
So, oh, dang. So, now, but it looks like maybe we can, like, get lucky and stun him. Dang, he catches on quick.
Oh, he almost got
oh,
hit with
that's
that.
just fucking cheap.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Where'd you go? There'd you go.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh,
come on.
maybe
Yeah!
you're meant to stun him.
Oh, if only we're that. I mean, at least I got a hit on him, but I want to bonk him.
I wonder if it's possible to... I wonder if it's possible to throw him off the edge.
I mean, it kind of is in the first phase.
No, I'm over here, Bomberman.
I love how, like, he does his teleport right whenever... Yeah, like, anytime he throws it on him, he teleports. It almost makes it look like he just ends up being squished by the bomb.
Yeah, kind of.
Punchinello, he is not. I guess I should ask.
Please not.
I guess I should ask. Is it possible? Maybe you have to. Maybe the idea is you have to kick him and then throw it at him. Oh,
Maybe.
ooh!
Nice.
I'm actually impressed that didn't like nick you. Uh-oh.
So do you need like every single gold card to reach the super duper final part of the game, or
Yes.
just enough?
At this point in time, yes. You need all 100 gold cards by this point in order to reach the super secret area and progress the plot.
Actually, can we even call this super secret area if it's a mandatory thing?
Well, I mean, technically, if we beat Altair, we're gonna beat the game. It's just
It's like Kirby 64 with the crystal shards.
exactly. That's exactly what it's like.
But at least in the crystal shards, once you beat Miracle Matter,
Yeah,
you at least you could have all the shards at that point.
correct. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, technically, if you are freaking lucky on your first time beating Altair, you could technically get the fifth gold card, that last one you need right here.
Right? Yeah, right here. Right. It's possible to do, but it's also like again, the dude disappears so much. It's borderline impossible.
You have to like anticipate where he's gonna go. Oh, really?
It just disappears. Ugh.
You have to like.
Boy, howdy! I wish I had remote bombs right about now.
He just goes away! Dude!
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Oh,
Done.
I killed him.
All right, we'll take that then. And who the? Hey!
Hey, Regulus.
And they get away to fight another day.
Yay!
Hooray.
Now, yay!
And we beat the Zerga time.
Yep, we got that much at least. But I'm gonna have to do all that again and just, again, this is a tricky fucking fight to perfect card.
We're up, bitches.
They zoom off away.
And thus the day was saved, and that bird's just hovering in place.
Don't mind it. Whew. Thank you, Sirius.
Well done, Bomberman. Altair got away, but that can't be helped. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed in you. I'll probably never see you again. Take care of yourself.
Jeez.
Wait, what?
You know, you're kind of a failure. Bye!
Screw you too. That was fun, or that was close.
We did all the fucking hard work. Why are you disappointed in us?
Because we didn't beat it properly. We didn't get all the gold cards, meaning he wouldn't think to, properly take them out.
Well, in that case, it sounds like an Altair problem now, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Serious. Like, I was like, you think...
Maybe he should have been taking care of his problems.
No. You know what it is, Miki? No, it's not even an Altair problem. It's a serious problem.
Da-da,
Fuck
da.
off. Ugh.
That is actually, yeah, you'd think that given the stakes that, Sirius had already lost his planet and probably someone close to him, that you'd think that Sirius would help us in that final fight, but he don't.
Yeah?
It's such a bullshit excuse.
Oh no, they're gonna die
It is,
again.
isn't it?
Oh!
I remember the part where literally Red Bomber was being elevated to the sky.
Has
with
this ever
flames.
happened to you? And there are the voice actors: Fred Kaufman, Peter Zadransky,
No, that's Red Kaufman.
Laura Yoshida.
That sure are a lot of names.
I love that spelling of Fred now. I love that.
Hi there, Fred.
So,
Red.
but yeah.
Bonnie!
So we have some time. So I mean, Lord knows we're gonna have some time until James can get the rest of those gold cards to start this off. Bomberman, don't, Bomberman, you're falling for a trap. Do not.
You schmuck.
You lost.
Well, that's what I call a baby player.
Though admittedly it is funny because this credit sequence does have the occasional gameplay segment that does showcase some, for lack of a better word, more pro
Moves.
moves, for lack of a better word. Or just pro tips in general, like how to, do certain things or or progress certain places. It's not too dissimilar to how, you finish Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and you see a whole bunch of gameplay clips showcasing how a true Jungle Beat player does things.
Yeah. Also, I wish we could fly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
right.
have been... we could have just flown up to Black City and took care of the final boss right then and there.
Yeah.
But no.
I totally play a Bomberman game where you can fly.
That actually, yeah, there you go. That'd be fun.
Quote,
That'd be a
unquote,
cool thing.
fly,
Hype if it was like an open world exploration game.
Carpet Bomberman. Sorry, that was terrible.
Give it maybe a year, we'll get that. We'll get our wish.
Well, meanwhile, James, your thoughts on Bomberman 64 just as a base package? I don't know. I guess I should ask. Is there credits after the main game is beaten? After the final area is beaten?
The final area is beaten. Yeah, there is.
Okay, then I guess we
And
can save it for that.
admittedly, there are some interesting bits that do play out during the the final credits. But for now, we're just seeing everyone acting their best and also showcasing Bomberman at his peak.
I guess I'll take the time to say again, it's always tricky when a 2D game makes the jump to 3D, legitimate 3D movement and stuff. And
Admittedly, it's funny too, considering that the actual Bomberman games themselves. They're more so top down and everything. And Bomberman 64 is very faithful in that regard. Like you're seeing the entire world from the top down.
From up above.
it doesn't. Yeah, it rarely.
You drop bombs more or less the same way. You bomb kick more or less the same way. I think bomb tossing is slightly different, but it's still such a way. It's still. That is the one thing I'll definitely give Bomberman 64 is that while it expanded its horizons to be more along the lines of an action adventure game, not unlike Zelda, it also was pretty faithful in keeping most of Bomberman's
moves and arsenal.
Traditional moves and setup, pretty much. Right down to the remote bomb and just all the bomb and fire pickups you can pick up to make
But is
better
that necessarily a good thing?
I think in
this game's case it is. I honestly, as far as the N64 Bomberman games are concerned, I honestly do still think this is probably the best one, even if there are still some questionable design choices here and there, especially when it comes to bomb jumping. That's probably my biggest sore spot with it. That and also how very stingy some of the gold card placements are.
Would you say that the game would have been broken if all of this was the same, but you were actually granted the ability to just legitimately jump?
Kinda. I think what I think would have helped in this game's case, give Bomberman a jump, but not like a super high jump like Mario has or how what DK be like a short hop that can at least help you help instigate a bomb jump.
Right, as opposed to having to lay him up and stretch and line up. Yeah, that would have been tricky.
Dizzy yourself.
Another thing I would do is that I would have is like the moment Bomberman starts bomb jumping, you have more direct control of your height and distance.
Or, don't stun Bomberman when he's trying to bomb jump.
Most especially, yes, because that can definitely lead to its own dumbassery, especially if you're gonna go, stacking multiple bombs at once, which, to the game's credit, it rarely makes you do that if you're going for what's absolutely necessary. Like, if you want to go out of your way for all those cosmetic parts, then, I mean, that's definitely going to tear off some of the hair off your hair or your chest.
I'm bald.
Oh, dang.
Well, I mean, good to know that now, Mecha. Oh boy.
You and Matt are in good company.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sirius. Oh.
Actually, that is another thing I'll definitely give Bomberman 64 is that I do think it was a great idea to include like these bigger boss fights that also allow you to use the remote bomb, because I think that's my preferred way. Like, playing Bomberman it's always a dream whenever you always have like the remote bomb on hand and you just have total control over your fuse.
Gives you full like strategy. It fully like expands the game's potential of like fully strategize and plant and like know when to detonate. Before it's kind of just hope for the best.
Right, and it's like I can understand like with the regular maze type gameplay, especially if you're playing multiplayer, that's definitely seen more as like a essentially, it's pretty much seen as like a damn near game breaker.
But can I just say, like, when you're looking
but
at...
I'd say when it comes to like an adventurer's game like this, that kind of control is absolutely just, it's not only great, but I honestly think it's absolutely necessary.
But whoever designed these bomb jump puzzles, like, well, we just saw it there and expected that people are supposed to know how to do that. The hell?
Slap him upside the head.
I'll just say this for that one in particular, there's an easier pathway.
Oh, I bet. Thank goodness. Because I don't remember seeing James do that.
Also, have you ever wanted to see what this level is like with a natural perspective?
Ooh.
Look at him go!
Look at that Aurora Borealis.
What?
Oh! What happened? Oh, make a jump. Oh!
Make a leap, Bomberman.
Yay! It's so cute. Again,
What
Bomberman's
did that accomplish?
He's a fun little chibi. It's like the Astro Boy thing of like he's just a very fun positive go-getter kind of dude.
He's a Scrimble.
Scrimblow, yeah.
He's a marketable video game character.
I want
So much so that people lost their shit when he actually got announced as an assist trophy in Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Just the acknowledgement, the inclusion, like. Okay,
Hell, not even just as an assist trophy.
You mean Bomberman's
True.
real?
It's probably an egotistical way of looking at it, but like I look at Smash Brothers like a video game Hall of Fame, where like if you're in that, then you know that like you've left some sort of impact on video game history, like.
Yeah.
So being able to have Bomberman acknowledged there, because sure, I wouldn't say Bomberman is like, I wouldn't say it's like the huge Titan that Mega Man or again Astro Boy, Crash, like, but
The Cash Canuka wasn't in
Hey,
it.
Astro Boy.
I'm just thinking of like I'm just thinking of other robot boys. There's Mega Man, there's Astro Boy.
There's Robot
And
Boy.
then, honestly, I can't think of any others off the top of my head aside from Bomberman. And even then, it's like, honestly, it really depends on where you look. Because, again, some games treat him as like a robot, other times they just treat him as like his own species.
Yeah.
His own species.
Species, yeah.
I just find that funny. Just like a bunch of little fellas who poop out bombs. They're like their own species.
Okay,
I mean, considering they all, like, especially around the later,
I
half
didn't even
of the
consider doing
90s,
that,
like,
James.
they
jump across
that is
the
something
lane.
that they just cross it with your bombs.
Yeah, don't mind the traffic coming right at your face.
But that could probably help you beat it quicker. But anyway,
But yeah, no, it's like, honestly, I honestly lost my train of. I remember. It's like how, especially in the later half of the 90s, that's when it's established that all these characters are literally in they live on a planet that's just shaped almost exactly like them.
yeah.
Also, that's an attack I forgot about.
Wow, no need to spoil Mischief Makers.
I mean, honestly, it's funny you bring that up, considering Bomberman 64 and Mischief Makers were released around the same time.
I'll have to get myself
Coincidences?
ready for that.
Have fun getting those gold gems.
Do it.
You know, funny how both these games have something in common with each other. They're cute, they're colorful, and they make you collect golden pieces of Korok poop.
Gold.
That make you question your whole life decision.
All of your life choices.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the gold stuff release of in-game content too.
Pardon?
Yeah. Basically, it what's the word? It gatekeeps again a true epilogue to get the best ending of the game.
Honestly, not even so much Drew epilogue. Basically, how Mischief Makers handles it is that you only the amount of the ending that you see depends on how many gold gems you have, and then once you run out, then the thing just abruptly ends.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
So technically, he wasn't wrong with gatekeeping.
So if you want to see like the entire ending and epilogue, you're going to need all the gold gems.
Oh man, now how am I gonna get off this rock?
Oh,
And so Mega Man stayed stranded on the. I was gonna say Bomberman, but I kind of just I Freudian slipped into the joke of, and then Bomberman remained trapped on the moon forever.
We're not even on the moon.
I still want Capcom to release whatever that tech demo was of Mega Man Legends 3.
Right?
Let someone else finish the game for them.
I mean, hell, make that a bonus for a potential Legends Legacy collection.
Yeah.
Literally
I
have
think
the
they're
first 3
holding
games,
it back.
and then as a bonus, you could just they'll have a playable version of the the demo that they were gonna release.
Yeah. Joe Down Showdown.
Didn't the designer for Mega Man Legends move on to make like something else?
Yeah, and it was kind of meh.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of that freaking Kickstarter for the failed. Like it was like something.
Oh,
red.
that
No,
whole
not
thing.
Red
Yeah,
Ash.
that was purely Inafune's fault.
Thank you, Inafune.
But yeah, no, I know the director for the Legends games was also primarily. I mean, they're still active today. You know,
Oh right,
the Resident Evil games.
they designed the Battle Network games, or at least the characters.
That makes sense.
And Star Force.
It's like Mega Man. It's all the Mega Mans are closer to each other than you think.
There they are. Some more management.
It's like if your name's Mega, last name Man, you're in
Yep.
it to win it.
Mega Man. Any
But what if you live in Japan?
Then if you're a rock,
Rainbow Man. I don't
no,
know.
that's
And
Captain
yeah,
Rainbow.
this is where the game gives you a sneak peek at what's left to come if you get all the gold cards.
A Rainbow Palace.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Honestly, not that big either.
What's rainbow about it?
There's a rainbow leading.
It's up in the clouds.
It's only just a singular rainbow. It's not like Mario's Rainbow Castle.
Oh, hey, Sirius.
So is that or Sky Palace?
Sirius, why are you looking at that? Wait, Sirius, stop!
Oh,
oh God!
I knew it. He was the bad guy.
And that was how. Thank you, Hudson. And that was how 007 took out the man looking at him through the camera lens once more.
If you could edit in, fucking Golden
The other time the cameraman wasn't invincible.
You know what? I'll say this right now, Logan. Keep that joke for. Hold on to that joke for when we start Second Attack.
Oh boy,
Stick it in your brain somewhere.
Right.
Wait, what?
we'll see.
It'll make, trust me, that it'll make like you remember the title screen music, right?
Oh, right.
Dun 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 dun. Anywho,
It pretty much exudes that same vibe. But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're done with Black Fortress, and man, it sure took a while. But just stay tuned and keep your seatbelts on because in just a few seconds, or at least for us a few days, we will showcase what it's like on the other side of the rainbow.
happy bombs given.
the lovers, the dreamers, and me.